students, today we will discuss about reported speech and direct speech. There are two ways of narrating or saying anything. First, by using the actual words of speaker, and secondly by reporting what has been said. When we use the exact words of the speaker without any change anywhere, it is called a direct form. This is done by enclosing the speech within inverted commas. When, however, the words of the speakers are reported without using the actual words, it is called the indirect form of narration. The following example will make this clear. He said, inverted comma start, I shall go home, inverted comma close. This is the direct form. He said that he would, now I will change into he, shall will change into would, go home because it is the past form, so the complete sentence will be in the past form. He said that he would go home. This is the indirect form. I said he has not done his homework. This is the direct form because we have used inverted commas. I said that he had not done his his homework. This is the indirect form. I said past form is used to stop this commas. We are to make a sentence, so we use that. I said that he had not done his homework. Has will change into had. Sita said, I'm not going to school today. Direct form. Sita said that she, because this start with I, so she was not going to school today will change into that day. So this is the indirect form. Now the point what we are to keep in our mind, in the direct form, the actual words of the speaker have been enclosed within inverted commas and quotation begins with a capital letter. Now the quotation is this, that the quotation begins with a capital letter. In the indirect form, the main words are the same, but the construction is a bit different. The main differences are that the inverted commas have been replaced by the word that in the affirmative sentences. The comma after the main verb appears. The pronouns and the tenses are also changed. The words indicating nearness have been changed into words signifying distance. Direct narration has two parts: the reported speech, the reporting speech, and the reported speech. The speech which in outside the inverted comma is called reporting speech and its verbs the reporting verb, while the speech within the inverted commas is a reported speech and the speech that includes the actual words of the speaker. Interrogative sentences ends. Interrogative sentences end with the mark of interrogation, while exclamatory and optative sentences end with a mark of explanation. So, here we will discuss rules for the conversion of statements. First is change in the reporting verb. The reporting verb said is changed into told, added, observed, remarked, promised, etc. He said to Ram, Mohan will go. This is the direct form. He told me. Now the said to will change into told. He told Ram that Mohan would go. He said Mohan is clever. He remarked. Clever is a kind of remark, so we use remark word here. He remarked, as it is said, so we'll make it past. Remarked. He remarked that Mohan was clever. This is the indirect form. Shruti said, "Brother, I am already late." Shruti told her brother, now we'll take it in this way. Shruti told her brother that she was already late. This is the indirect form. Remember that the reporting verb said is changed into told only when it is followed by an object. If there is no object, said will not change. So this is the object. So when it has an object, then only it will change, otherwise it will not change. So here he said to Ram. So Ram works as an object. So when we'll find an object, then it will change into told, otherwise it will remain same. So here we have discussed about the one rule. Rule number 1, change in the reported verb. Now the second is change in the speech, introducing the reporting speech. The inverted comma are removed, that and that is placed instead. He said to me, "You are a clever boy." He told me that I was a clever boy. This is the indirect form. So inverted commas are removed. They are removed here, and we replaced here with the use of that. He told me that I was a clever boy. Now the rule third is changes in the tense of the verb in the reported speech. If the reported verb is in present or future tense, the tense of the verb in the reported speech is not changed. The teacher says he is an intelligent boy. So if the reporting verb is in present or future, so it is in present, so it will not, the remaining sentence will not change. Reported speech is not changed. The teacher says that he is an intelligent boy. Now we haven't used here was. Why? Because it remains here same, says. So there is no change when we use present as a reporting speech, as a reporting verb, sorry. So we use as a reporting verb present, so the complete sentence will be in present. Tina will say like the same thing here present and now here future. Tina will say the servant was wrong. Tina will say that the servant was wrong. So even though the sentence is in past, but because of that reporting verb, it will not change, it will remain same. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of the verb in the reported speech is changed into the corresponding past tense. It means if we have used present indefinite, it will change into past indefinite. Present continuous, then past continuous. Present perfect will change into past perfect. Present perfect it will change into past perfect, and present perfect continuous will change into past perfect continuous. Past indefinite will change into past perfect. Past continuous will change into past perfect continuous. Like an example, if we are using is, am, are, then it will change into was, were. Has, have will change into had. Was, were will change into had been. Keep that in mind. Was, were will change into had been. Auxiliary verbs like will, shall, can, may, these will change into, in the same order, will change into would, shall, will, should, can, would, could, and may will be in might. Conditional sentences, so these here conditional will change into conditional perfect. We'll say the rules, we'll check the examples also according to these all. Must changes as when indicating a prohibition, permanent rule, command, advice, intention, must will not change. So here must will not change if we find these type of things. When indicating necessity or compulsion, must is changed into had to for present or immediate necessity. So must will not change if we have these type of things in the sentences. So it will remain same, must will not change, but must will change into had to if there is a necessity or compulsion. Would have to for the future necessity. Exception to rule third here. If the reported speech expresses some universal truth or prohibition or habitual fact or some characteristics, the tense of the verb is not changed. So, if we find universal truth or the habitual fact, then the tense of the verb is not changed. Like here, our teacher said, man is mortal. So, this is the universal truth. Man is mortal. Our teacher said that man is mortal. So, there no change will come. Habit. He said to me, I walk daily in the morning. He told that he walks daily in the morning. This is a habit. So, there no change will come. The sentence will remain same. So, in the next video, we will discuss more about direct and indirect speech. Till then, goodbye.